I think I'll have an order of number 1, number 18, number 26, and number 35. Whew. When you go to a Chinese restaurant, don't you get the thought that you want to order a lot of dishes and share them? You keep ordering things for the table, and the more people, the better, because it means you can order even more things, and you get to say things like, well, you get this, and you get this, and we'll share. And there's always this big, lazy Susan and 55 sauces, and, well, you know how it goes. But let's start with the egg roll. Well, isn't that what you start with? And there's always 2 egg rolls to an order. So how do we break down our egg roll with our deal meal cards? Well, there's the wonton skin. That's a bread card. And then the filling, usually vegetable and pork, so that's a vegetable card. And a meat card. And yes, these egg rolls are deep fried in a ton of grease, so yes, that's 2 fat cards for just 1 egg roll. Now let's portion out a half a cup of fried rice. It has vegetables in it and usually some shrimp and pork, so of course it's sauteed, and that's going to cost you 1 bread card, 1 vegetable card, 1 meat card, and a fat card. Now, what is your other favorite dish? Let me guess, I see it. Sweet and sour pork, of course. Well, let's take a look. Now, this is going to knock you out here. This is a serving. They take the pork and they bread it and they deep fry it, and it's going to cost you 4 meat cards, 4 fat cards, and 4 fruit cards. The cost of Chinese food might be okay money-wise, but it is wildly expensive in terms of your deal meal cards. So how can you go to a Chinese restaurant and enjoy yourself without using up all your fat cards for a month? Well, how about some steamed dumplings to start? You might even like them because they're really good. 1 dumpling will cost you a bread card, a meat card, and if you dip it in the sweet sauce, that's going to cost you a fruit card. So why not try the hot mustard, because it's free. Now, you can get regular steamed rice, and that will cost you only 1 bread card. Or if you're dying for fried rice, then get the vegetable fried rice, which won't cost you a meat card. You'll only have to count 1 bread card, 1 vegetable card, and 1 fat card. For your main dish, the best thing that you can order in a Chinese restaurant is stir fry with lots of vegetables, and you tell them, hey, I'm watching my fat, so could you please use half the oil in the stir fry? This may cost you 2 vegetable cards, 1 fat, and 2 to 3 meat cards. And don't forget the little fortune cookie, because that's a joker card. It's really important that you learn to break down foods like this for yourself. Once you get the hang of it, it's really not that hard at all. And you'll be able to eat out more often and enjoy a wider variety of food. Now, eating Chinese food at home is even better, because then you can saute your vegetables in a little chicken broth instead of oil. Make up chicken broth and freeze it like this in the ice cube tray. When it's frozen, I just pop the cubes in a bag. They are really useful for adding extra flavor to vegetables and to rice. Or stir fry done at home helps to extend your meat cards too. When you serve, listen to this, a cup of vegetables and 2 ounces of cubed chicken breast over a half a cup of rice, it really looks like quite a lot of food. And if you're using soy sauce like I do, go for the one with the green label. It's a lot lower in sodium, even though it tastes the same as the other. You can ask for it, and a lot of the restaurants have it too. Now, remember, if you're eating Chinese, stay away from the fried foods. They cost too many of those fat cards. The long run is that you be diligent about your portions. It's so easy to get carried away when all that food is right there in front of you on that beautiful lazy Susan. One cheerful thought is that at least the desserts aren't to die for, so it won't be hard to pass those up. So, in a Chinese restaurant, you should drink a lot of tea and shy away from deep-fried foods, since they are far from free. Stir fry is the way to go, and dumplings steamed, not fried. And when your willpower weakens, let your conscience be your guide.
Okay, so this one was about Chinese food. And shockingly enough, Chinese food is not my favorite. Which irks my mom when we go out to eat Chinese, because she feels like I'm not getting our money's worth. And the stuff that I do tend to lean toward isn't necessarily the best. At my job on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, if you are working, my work provides a free meal. So your options that day are to get the pizza combo from the Italian, which is 2 slices of pizza and either garlic cheese bread or breadstick, depends on which one they've made. The kitchen, which has like a couple pieces of meat. Usually I get the fried chicken. And then 2 sides. I usually just get 1 side of mashed potatoes. And then a bun. And then, other than, like commissary type stuff is what they call it, which would be like a $6 little sub, which is like this big. Or I think we can get sushi as part of that, like from the Chinese. Otherwise, in the actual Chinese thing, you can get plain rice or fried rice, or lo mein, I think, is the other option for the appetizer. I always get the fried rice. I can't do lo mein. I can't stand that stuff. And then you get a choice of an entree, and they give you like 2 big scoops of this stuff. And it's gotten to the point with the rice and the mein where it's like, can I just have 1 scoop? I don't mean to. I throw the rest away. And then you get like a little side, and I usually get a wonton, and then fortune cookie, of course. Admittedly, I tend to sneak over to the pizza area every once in a great while. Like if they don't have the pizza up yet by the time I go on break, then I'll either go to the kitchen or I'll go to the Chinese. But as I said, Chinese is not my favorite. I will say that I'm a sucker for crab ragoons and cream cheese wontons. Yeah, those are kind of like my main 2. I used to get the Pagoda brand pork pox stickers. But yeah, like egg rolls, never been a fan. But I know that this is a popular food situation for a lot of people. Just because it doesn't affect me doesn't mean it doesn't affect somebody else. So I'm glad that this one isn't here, because there are people who really like that stuff and could use some guidance as to what they could and should be getting. So see you in the next one. Bye.